alternate reality. It's March 2018, and you're the president. Has the Me Too movement happened?
Yes. Yes, it has. Yes. I believe that. I believe that it was a wave that was building and building and building. I think my losing probably accelerated that wave, but the wave was coming.
In case you missed it, it appears Mrs. Clinton's taking credit for starting the movement after losing the presidency to Donald Trump.
Now, Mrs. Clinton has longtime ties to disgraced movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. His downfall triggered the Me Too movement. Social and civil rights advocate Bren Herrera is here. GOP strategist Kim Gurley-Klasik is also here. Ladies, thanks so much for doing it.
Thanks for
joining us tonight. A lot of people have been calling Hillary Clinton out, saying yes.
We also have a guest right behind you in Skype today.
I'm sorry.
Erica Thomas is with us as well.
Erica, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to forget you. You're on Skype, so I just missed you there. Hi. How are you? Okay, all right, ladies, all right, let me go. Hillary has taken a lot of heat. People said, you know, she's way off base here. Brent, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
Is she off base in saying, hey, this movement started with her loss?
So I think that Hillary is completely losing her. She's losing her mojo here. Like, I'm a Hillary supporter. I voted for her, went to the DNC, but I think that she's taken this position of me, where in fact this has absolutely nothing to do with her. I went on Twitter today. If anyone's following the hashtag and following the conversation, I mean, people are pretty much saying, look, has anybody even ever been interested in Hillary in that way? That's kind of a sidebar conversation, but I think that for her to take ownership of the Me Too movement it's irresponsible, and it takes away from the founder, Ms. Burke, who actually coined the term 10 years ago. It removes away the impact that the women who have, in fact, been affected by sexual harassment. I think it's pretty sad.
Kimberly?
Hi. I have to agree. I think she is trying to take ownership of it and saying that she accelerated. I know she said the wave was coming regardless, so I think she knew that. But I would like to take it a step further and say, look what's going on outside of America. In South Korea, I don't know if you noticed, but the Me Too movement is huge there. So if she's going to say that she took credit for that, I mean, she taking credit for it over there. Whereas there's been studies that show just right in Japan, the movement hasn't really made any headway. And that's because they said that the media isn't really pushing it. So was it Hillary Clinton that was pushing it, or was it the media and just women? We saw a lot of celebrities come out. Is it really her, or just everyone else kind of being able to push it from a celebrity standpoint?
Erica, let's let you weigh in on that one too.
Well, you know, I believe in my heart that women all over the world have been coming out for a long time. I think with this movement, it has postured us in a state where we cannot deny it anymore. And even us as women, you know, some women out there are the ones that say, shh, don't say anything, it's going to be okay. But I think with the Me Too movement and with electing a president that comes out with these derogatory statements, saying things as such that he grabbed a woman by her private area, that definitely propelled it even higher than it's ever been before. And I think that's one of the reasons why it got higher and higher and higher, because women are fed up and we do not want to take those derogatory comments or being touched or anything like that anymore.
I kind of want to echo what Erica said. I think that Hillary's losing, in fact, did continue to bring this conversation to the fore. There was so much misogyny during the election cycle that people were having the conversation far more in your face, far more present. But for her to take ownership of it, I think that that's the issue that people have with her saying, you know, I probably had something to do with the Me Too movement. Well, no, not really. This has been going on for quite some time, maybe as far back as when your husband was in office.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because when we were talking about, when we talked about the Me Too movement, how it started to gain steam, and you looked at Harvey Weinstein, and if you look at things that Harvey Weinstein has been accused of through the years, you know, you have to look at Bill Clinton through the years as well. There have been accusations. I mean, they were, Paula Jones was settled too. And a lot of people say, well, look, Paula Jones got a check from Bill Clinton. You know, whether or not that means the same thing that Stormy Daniels got a check from the Trump camp for that. But Kimberly, does this come down to I don't want to say guilt by association, but there's a lot of talk about the Weinsteins and the Clintons having a close relationship through the years.
I mean, for them to have houses in the Hamptons next door to each other, I mean, it kind of looks like they know each other pretty well. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the Hamptons. I've never been privileged to be there, but I'm pretty sure you know your neighbors. And they have been together in many instances. We've seen so many photos and everything that they've been together. They've been together for years. And I feel the same way about Oprah Winfrey. To act like you didn't know what was going on, I just don't believe it. And
Well, she was also advised.
Erica, shake your head. Go for it.
Go ahead, Erica.
We can't blame Hillary Clinton. We can't blame Oprah for what these imbeciles did. We can't sit here and blame.
I'm not blaming
them.
Oprah. I'm just saying they probably knew about it.
Well, you know, Hillary's she's known for, Senator Clinton is known for kind of not taking ownership over these things, but she was very aware that Harvey was doing these things. Allegedly, she was aware of through folks in Hollywood sending memos to her advisors and aides during the campaign saying, look, there is a reputation of Harvey Weinstein in Hollywood assaulting women, harassing women, etc.
Before we go, Erica, I just want to point one thing out to you. There have been people that have said, Hillary Clinton, it's time for you to go. Time to leave the stage. Your message to people who believe that Hillary Clinton is overstayed are welcome.
Well, you know what? I want to kind of get back to the whole blaming the woman thing. You know, when I was a foster child many years ago, under my same roof, my other foster sisters were being molested, and I didn't find out until years later. And I was living in that house. It was a very sad time. So we cannot sit here and say, because they're my neighbors and we live in $1 million house and they're over they probably have a huge lawn. Mm-hmm. We can't say that we can blame another woman for that. Now, can we blame them for not fessing up if they did know something? Then yes. But we cannot put those type of things on other women because we do not know exactly what happened. We were not there, and we don't want to make up fake news.
Erica Thomas, Bren Herrera, Kimberly Klasick. It is great to have you guys.
Yeah.
Come back in again anytime. We appreciate it, guys.
Good to see y'all. And we're back after this.